Bruno Fernandes is essential for game week 33. Now, many people might be thinking already, well, how incredibly obvious is that? But he is owned by less than a quarter of FPL managers. Plus, this video might just persuade you to give him the captain's armband. And if you're a non-owner, it might persuade you to bring him into your FPL team. So my name's Rob, and today we'll be looking at why Fernandes is the best option for game week 33 plus, why Bournemouth could be in trouble, and why he's better than other players for this game week. So let's get into it. Let's get through the form and the stats right now. So 8.8 million, 22.7% ownership. I can't believe, maybe it's the Twitter bubble that's happening, or the YouTube bubble, or the community bubble, whatever bubble you want to call it. You just feel like he's like a 45-50% owned player, but he's not. And his form in a Manchester United shirt his whole career, he's blanked twice. So 2 points, 6 points, 14 points, 10 points, 6 points, 9, 3, and just gone 15. So that's his FPL career so far. 5 goals and 3 assists. Now, since the restart, this is obviously where we're going to be looking more for our attention. He's played 234 out of 270 minutes, and he started all 3 games. So that's already a plus. Something that worries a lot of FPL managers since the restart is the rotation, but he's a key player. United have important fixtures that they've got to win to get to the Champions League, and he is yet to not start a game. So in the 3 games since restart, he's scored 3 goals and he's created 7 chances. Now, comparing Fernandes to other midfielders, we see that he's 8th for final third successful passes, 5th for the most final third passes received, and 3rd for most touches in the final third. That means basically that he's getting the ball a lot in the opponent's final third, which is where you want an attacking player, an FPL player, to get the ball, and which for a centre attacking midfielder is great. For goal attempts, so we're improving here. For goal attempts, he's 3rd with 11 in just 3 games. He's just 1 shot behind Kevin De Bruyne and James Maddison. But shots on target actually sees Bruno at number 1, with 6 of those 11 getting on target. Finally, with the stats, he's had 2 attempts from free kicks, and he has taken 13 corners, which puts him in 5th place, and the nailed-on set piece and penalty taker for Man United. And Man United are known for getting quite a few penalties. His heat map is also very encouraging, with him being the most active about 20 yards out and pretty much right down the middle. This is great because with him being central, he has a great chance to shoot from distance, which he does, because 8 out of those 11 chances he's had have come from outside the box, which means he gets the ball a lot in the final third and he shoots a lot just outside the box. So it's a really good combination there. It's also great because being a central attacking midfielder, the places where he's getting the ball about 20 yards out to 30 yards out, it means he can target any of United's front line. So if it's Greenwood, Rashford and Martial, if he's in the middle, he has all 3 choices. If he's playing like left wing or right wing, he doesn't have the whole front line to actually pick out from. But being centre and being right down the middle gives him that option for great assist options and chances there. United have also kept, and a small point here, they've also kept 2 clean sheets out of 3. Now, I know this is just 1 single point for a clean sheet for a midfielder, but if he's your captain, that's an extra 2 points. So that's something to consider as well. Now, let's look at the opposition. Why should you use Fernandes as your captain possibly against Bournemouth, or why should you target Bournemouth, basically? Awful. Haven't won since February 1st. I believe against Aston Villa, I think 2-1. They've scored 1 goal in the 3 games and conceded 7 since the restart. They're the second worst team behind Norwich. Surprisingly, Bournemouth aren't the worst actually for conceding chances and shots on target or off target. In fact, they're 14th, which isn't bad, but they do give away quite a lot of free kicks and corners. So they've given up 14 chances from set plays. That's the joint 3rd worst in the league, and Fernandes is the undoubted set piece taker for United, so that further increases his chances for assist points or even goals from free kicks. So if they give away a lot of set plays or set pieces like corners and free kicks, Bruno is on that, so obviously that's a really good thing as well. And for Bournemouth, in terms of the eye test, they just look shocking defensively and offensively. Fair play to Newcastle, they've looked great since the restart, but if you're in a relegation battle and you're losing 4-1 at home to a team with nothing to play for, who's not particularly famous for being prolific up front, then you've got serious issues. The Cherries don't look like like they can defend, and they're going to Old Trafford against the United side, who have banged 7 goals in 3 games and who are fighting for a Champions League place. So who are the rivals for Bruno Fernandes? So let's go for the usuals. Kevin De Bruyne, obviously, but he's just played 90 minutes. A fantastic 90 minutes against Liverpool, but 90 minutes nevertheless. I'd be surprised if he doesn't have some kind of rotation or doesn't start against Southampton. Or at the very least, he's a high possibility for rotation because we just never know with Pep Guardiola. Same for Salah and Mane, who played 90 minutes and 84 minutes respectively, and they got smashed by Man City and no longer have anything to prove or to play for. There could be points against Villa. There could. But as an FPL manager, I hate that word could or maybe. And since there is, again, that threat of rotation for at least one out of the 2 of those African stars, and even more so for Liverpool, in fact, over Man City, because of the turnaround. There's only, I think it's like less than 3 days from the City game to the Villa game, so there could be more rotation at Liverpool, and Klopp himself has said that there will be a lot of rotation at Liverpool. Plus, Villa are steadily improving defensively and have it all to play for in their bids for survival. It looks like they've got a bit of fight in them. Bournemouth just look gassed out already. It's like they've not even had a break. The biggest threat for me, for Fernandes this game week, is Mahrez. So he was rotated out against Liverpool. He came on for the final parts of the game, and he even, he looked really menacing, and he even scored a goal, and it got ruled out. However, Pep Guardiola doesn't follow the rules, the rotation rules of play one, miss one, play one, miss one. He does whatever he wants. So City also still have the FA Cup and the Champions League to play for, and you just never know with Pep Roulette. But if Mahrez starts, of course, it could be an incredibly close thing there. Mahrez has been in a great run of form. However, as an FPL manager, if I'm giving my captaincies to someone, I don't want that high chance of a benching. I don't want that headache or that worry of my captain is basically not going to start this game week. And I think with Bruno, I don't just think he's the best option. I also think he's the least likely big player in form right now who is going to be rotated out. So that is why I think Bruno Fernandes is going to be essential for game week 33. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, maybe you can leave a like and subscribe. And if you want to have a look at my total game week 33 video, then just click in the video up here. Or if you would like to subscribe, then please click the button over here. I do live stream FPL content on YouTube at between 12 and 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday. So hopefully I'll see you there. And as always, have a good one.